Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. We are here at the Press Pass LA offices and we are waiting for actor and musician Tyler Hilton to stop by. That's probably him right now.
Say hi to our fans real quick.
Hey everybody.
So a couple questions for you. So you're going on tour right now, or you were on tour, you just got back, you're going on tour again. Tell us a little bit about what that's like for you and the new album that you're promoting.
Well, yeah, this is probably the most I've toured on a record so far in a short amount of time. But the record I just put out in April is called Forget the Storm, and it was a record that I was working on for a really long time, actually at a major label for like 6 years. And through all the different firings and hirings at the label, I tried to get this record out. And finally, I just decided to leave the label and do a whole different record myself, because it was kind of so frustrating to make a record like I wanted to in that environment. And so I just started my own label, and I made this record real quick, and I loved it. I just didn't think about it. It was just totally instinctual, and it's like my favorite thing I've ever done. And I put it out in April, and I've just been touring nonstop on it. And it was like kind of crossing my fingers to see if the fans would like it, but it seems like everyone's really digging it. So it's been, kind of exciting, because I kind of started the whole thing very like lemonade standish, just like, well, I'm gonna do it all and just see what happens. And I know my fans are there and they're supportive, so I'll tour and see if they like it. It's been great. So there's like this kind of air of like excitement around the whole thing, because it's like, I don't know, I've never done it like this before, and it's been really fun.
How would you describe the sound on your new album and your sound in general to people that maybe aren't familiar with your music?
It's really like Americana rock. I really come from like a folk, kind of like folk rock kind of vibe, and I think all my records kind of have this organic kind of sound, but this one I really centered around kind of a trio. Like I wrote a lot of the songs and kind of worked out a lot of the record with just me on guitar and a bass player and a drummer. And we would get together at night and we would work out the songs, and we kept saying, if we can't do these songs rock and roll with just a guitar and a bass and a drums, then it shouldn't go on the record. Like, I really want to keep this organic and kind of petty and just really that kind of vibe, something we could really do for fun. And we worked a lot of it out actually at a residency I had at the Hotel Cafe, and we'd have different musicians come in, and it was really rock and roll and fun. We'd do a lot of blues songs and some Rolling Stone songs, and then we'd put some of these originals in and just kind of see if it all held up in one big thing, and it worked. So the sound's kind of like, I guess, like kind of American rock and roll,
Are there any songs that you like performing the best, or that you still get the jitters performing?
There's one song, I've been doing a lot of the touring, because I've been in Europe and on the East Coast and flying around a lot. I've been doing a lot of it solo acoustic, just so I can get to more places. Then if I had a band, it'd be a little harder. And probably my favorite songs to play acoustically is Loaded Gun. I like playing it with the band too, but something about acoustic, I've kind of worked out this, I don't know, to me it's kind of Delta blues sounding or something, way of playing it, and I just love it. It's really fun.
I know a lot of your songs were featured on One Tree Hill, where obviously you also played Chris Keller. It was a very popular show. That just ended. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like and how that kind of helped your music.
Yeah, it was weird. Initially I went on the show just to promote my record, and it was only supposed to be like a 2-episode kind of thing. And I hadn't acted much before except for Walk the Line, and that was playing someone Elvis Presley, who I really loved. And when One Tree Hill came along, it was just to promote my music, and they kind of invented this character to kind of justify me coming on the show and kind of having a fun way for me to sing on the show. But I ended up liking it so much and they kind of really liked it too, and the fans really weirdly liked this like asshole character they came up with. They just kind of kept writing this character back, and I loved every time they wanted me to come back. I really just enjoyed it. Some of the years I went away for about 5 years from the show, because I had to make this record and kind of do other things, but I just kind of turned into this thing where I just ended up doing this character all the time. So when they asked me to come back for the last season, I was like, it was so fun to do. I love all the kids on that show so much. It was like such a no-brainer. It felt like going back to like summer camp 6 years later or something.
And you get to kind of redeem yourself and be the hero in that kind of final.
Yeah, and I didn't even care. I was like, anything you want to do, I'm just down to be this character again. And then on the music side, it kind of opened up my music to so many fans that never would have heard me otherwise. And so they've always been really cool about, well, if you have a new record out, we'll have you sing some of the songs on the show. So it's like, bonus. It's just really fun. It's kind of just something I never even thought about saying no to. I had to do it because it's just so fun,
What's it like performing on the show? Because you perform on the show and then you perform in real life. Where in real life you kind of just get to play the song, but on the show there's a lot of cut and takes. And how is that kind of different for you?
It's not unlike shooting a music video or something, but it is kind of weird because I've done more live performances than music videos ever, and so anytime I'm performing something, I'm like into it, and they're like cut, and you're like, cut, like like it's just so weird, you know. It's different to like say half of the scene and then hear cut, than to like be singing half of the song and then the music cuts off and you're like, yeah, cut, okay, cool, you know. So it's a little awkward.
Now, where do you see yourself going from here in terms of, do you think there'll be more acting for you as well? Obviously, you're pushing your record forward. Do you think those things will come together again, or do you hope they come together again?
You know, after doing the show, I really realized how much I've missed kind of doing the acting side of things. And music is so all-encompassing, and I really love doing it now. But I've always tried to kind of fit in little acting projects where I can. But I think, you know, this record meant so much to me and took so much out of me, and I put everything into it. I think when I'm done touring with this, I'm gonna kind of just do some more acting for a while and kind of give kind of the part of me that loves that. I kind of want to pamper that part of me for a while, because I just haven't got to do it a lot, and I really love doing it. And then I think it'll also give me a chance to kind of instead of, you know, thinking musically like I have been so much for the last 8 or 9 years, just give me a chance to relax on that and see what comes. You know, I believe there's like there's times to take chances and there's times to, you know, go with the flow or whatever. And I feel like in a lot of ways musically I've taken chances and sometimes I've gone with the flow. With this record, I really wanted to be honest. And at this point, after doing music for 12 or 13 years, or touring and putting out records since I was 15, you know, I kept thinking, you know, I know I have fans, and it's harder and harder to make a record the longer you have fans. It's hard to be honest because you kind of want to not disappoint them, or you want to impress them. You also want to keep them intrigued, you know. With this record, I thought I'm only going to be completely honest, and I'm only going to I really want to make, because music means a lot to me. It's not just a way to say make money and impress fans. Like, it really means a lot to me. So I kept thinking, what kind of record would I want to make? Like, what kind of record do I not have in my collection? And what kind of record, because I'm a fan of Tyler Hilton as well. That's why I like doing it. You know, I love my music. You know, like, what kind of music is my favorite of mine, you know? And so this record was all of those things. So that when I listened back to it when it was mixed, I was like, this sounds awesome. Like, I was so excited to hear it, you know. And so, but I honestly had to keep asking myself, what if no one likes it? Do you still like it? I thought that was such a great way for me to keep asking, you sure you want to do this? And every time I'd be like, yeah, if nobody likes this record, it still would have been worth the time, still have been worth everything, because now I have this record always and I love it, you know. And so for that, it like meant so much to me, and I feel like I really got to ring that bell creatively, where I thought, man, this is exactly what I've been wanting to do. So that's why it kind of meant so much to me, you know. And then like acting roles wise, you know, like I've been, like I said, been doing the music for so long. I don't think, especially in a town with so many great actors and people who've been doing it forever, I don't pretend to think that I'm going to be able to be like, you know what, I want to be an action hero and I want to be in the next Jason Statham movie. You know, I don't know if I'm going to even have a choice. I don't even know if I know enough about acting to, you know, I feel like I'm kind of embarking on something new where I've tried some things and I've dabbled, but I'm just excited to get on any set and try things and meet people and learn, because it's so relatively new to me compared to music. I've only done the few things, you know, so just getting any part and kind of learning about it is going to be like really exciting.
The thing that was nice about a show like One Tree Hill is that it really introduced fans to a lot of new music that they didn't know before, and really incorporated music at like the center of that show.
Yeah.
So we had a couple fan questions since you mentioned being in Europe. One of your fans wrote to us and said, ask him if he's looking forward to the Amsterdam date and his first European tour. So
yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I just went over there and opened for a band, Voice Avenue, for this record, and the response was so overwhelming for the record, like way more than I thought it would be, that I thought, well, maybe I could, you know, do my first headlining tour over here sooner than I thought. So the dates are already starting to come out, and I mean, I've never played Amsterdam or Paris or a lot of the places we're playing on this tour, and it's my first time, you know, being the main act over there, and it's like, I'm so excited. But the only reason I could come over there is because my Twitter and Facebook and everything is just blowing up with European fans. Just randomly, they just love it. So it's been super exciting, you know.
Well, they were tweeting us today, so so I'll do another fan question for you. What inspires you to write your songs? Does it come from your own feelings or experiences?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's kind of like dreaming. Like, I don't know where it comes from. Like, I'll wake up and be like, why did I dream about spiders all night? I'm sure it's something I saw that day. But it's the same thing with songs. I don't know specifically where it comes from, but they just kind of come. And I just have to be, like, ready to not think about it and just write it. And, you know what I mean? And then afterwards, I'm like, where did that come from? It's so weird, you know? It's totally just subconscious. It's weird.
So a couple last few questions. If we scroll through your iPod right now, if we take your iPod, what type of artist would we find on there?
I've been going through such a Kings of Leon kick. Like I can't stop. I've just like in the last couple months downloaded every record they've ever put out. It's just all the old stuff, and I just can't stop listening to them. It's so weird. I can't get off of it. I think because early on they like sounded a lot like Bob Dylan and Tom Petty. There's something about that I just love, you know. There's like I like Lana Del Rey a lot. That her record. And just a lot of random stuff, like anything Lee puts out, I just buy because I love.
On tour, what are 3 things that you can't go without? What will you find in your bag or in your dressing room that you have to have?
My portable internet situation I have to bring because like I never know if there's internet and I live off of it, you know. Definitely my laptop and probably like some kind of like stray snacks. Like anytime there's snacks that I can buy, I'll just buy them and stuff them in my backpack because most of the time I'm in a situation where I can't eat, I'm hungry, so I just like do that. Snacks, internet, and laptop, I think that's my survival kit.
Do you have any like good luck charms or weird rituals before you go out on stage?
Just be as drunk as I can. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have none because every night's totally different because every club's so different. I mean, I wish I had some like cool thing like I do a little Tai Chi and then I hit the stage, but nothing. I just get myself psyched and like try to watch the crowd and go have fun. Here comes the part where you say I don't understand you, yeah. And all those little things I never get right. You talk and talk, but all the chit-chat stuck in lipstick, and it's driving me crazy, baby. And I got nothing when you smile like Mona Lisa, 'cause I need you tonight. Walls could talk, I'd be the prince of nothing charming, and it's driving me crazy, baby. Oh, you look like you wanted a fight, like you need it tonight. Baby, it's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night. Yeah, you're starting a fire. It's like you don't know, baby, you're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. It's 10 to midnight and this cheap champagne is wearing off. She's tearing off her dress. God, I'm such a mess. In the dark, she's taking shots at my heart. She's got it to an art, and this is how I fall apart. You love like you wanted a fight, like you need it tonight. Baby, it's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night. Yeah, you're starting a fire. It's like you don't know, baby, you're beautiful. Girl, you got soul, and I don't mind that you go a little crazy. It's that passion I dig, baby, yeah. The world wants to your glow, but you're the last one to know. Baby, you're beautiful. Yeah. Here comes the part where only you can understand me, like cigarettes and candy, baby. Baby, oh, you love like you wanted a fight, like you need it tonight. It's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night. Yeah, you're starting up.
wearing off. It's time that I confess, God, I'm such a mess.